Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you my November favorites. And I want to bring up that I do have a scratchy voice in this video because I have just gotten over from being sick. I had a really bad cold. Of course, with a cold comes the drainage and then the coughing and the runny nose. And so unfortunately, I have what's left over from that, and that is like a very scratchy, hoarse voice. But I wanted to go ahead and put my November favorites out because I have some really cool stuff to show you and some stuff that's really been working for me. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into my favorites. The first favorite I want to mention is my new haircut. I really love that I chose to get bangs. These are really thick bangs. As you can see, they come from like right here down. But I really like them. I just got them, so it's taken me a little time to get used to them. Not in a bad way, in a good way, because I really wanted something different. At first, it was hard not to see like one length hair like I've had forever. So I really like my bangs. And yeah, I wanted something different. So let's go ahead and get into skincare. I have been using this Acure Brightening Facial Scrub. This stuff works so good, guys. I use this about 2 times a week. And I kind of spread it out because you don't want to overdo it with any kind of scrub on your face. But I try to use it twice a week. Sometimes I only use it once. But this stuff works so good. So what it does, it actually brightens my skin. Especially now that it's cold outside, I'm more prone to getting dull, dry skin. So I need something to brighten that skin up. So I have been using this for the past month, and this stuff works really well. I just feel like it brightens the skin, it makes it look more refreshed, it makes it look like less dry. So it's just a really good product. It has sea kelp and French green clay, and it's for all skin types. So if you guys are looking for a good brightening scrub, the Acure Brightening Scrub is a good place to start. And I know that they sell this at Target, and if I'm not mistaken, if you have the Target app, you can always look in like Cartwheel, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's on sale for like 10% off or something. So check it out because this stuff really works. So I had gone into Target a few weeks ago and I noticed these new Oil of Olay products, and I just had to try them because Oil of Olay is such an old school brand that really works. It's one of those brands that have been around a long time, and most of the products work really well on your skin. I've noticed that some Oil of Olay products have actually gone up in price, and people are still buying it because it works. So when I was there, I bought some Oil of Olay facial wash. I used to use that all the time, and then I started using different facial washes, and I went back to Oil of Olay about 3 weeks ago. So I am still using that facial wash, so I'll let you guys know whether it still works for me or not. But these products are like brand new to the line, and like I said, I had to pick them up. So the first product is the Olay masks, and one of them is the Pore Detox and the other one is the Glow Boost. They come in these tubes here, and basically what you do is you unscrew the top, and there's like a little plastic piece here. I leave it on. I'm sure you can take it off and leave it off, but I leave it on because I really don't want the product to dry out. I don't know if it really dries out or not, but I don't want it to dry out. So, oh my gosh, I just dug my thumb in there. Oh, goodness. I'm so clumsy. Okay, so this is what the product looks like. So basically what you do is you apply the stick all over your face, and you apply like a generous amount on your face, and you let it stand for 10 minutes and then you rinse it off. And this stuff works so good. Guys, I use this in my T-zone right here near my pores, and I'm telling you, it cleaned out these pore areas that I have where I have dirt and gunk in there. This stuff works really good, and it's so easy to use. I mean, literally, I get out of the shower, I just kind of draw on my face where I want this, and then I wait 10 minutes, then wipe it off with a wet cloth or use just water. The Glow one is the same. I'm gonna unscrew it, but I'm not gonna take the plastic top off because I don't wanna ruin this one too, but it's kind of just more of a grayish color. And then I use the Glow one like all over my face, like on the outer parts, you know, just where I want that extra glow. Guys, these are fantastic. Number one, they work like they're supposed to. Number two, they are so convenient. You could carry these in your gym bag. You can use these if you're going on a trip and you just want to pack them and maybe, you know, do a face mask, you know, while you're on vacation. They're just so convenient. And three, they're not very expensive. I will list the price right here. They weren't expensive at all. And honestly, I've used this probably about, since I've had it, probably about 3 or 4 times, and it doesn't look like I've used it at all. When you put this on, you're gonna see how much it covers. You're gonna see how much product comes on your face. And I'm telling you, this stuff works. It's really good and it's very convenient. So loving those masks. Another thing that I found was this Olay mist. It's the ultimate hydration essence in calming, and it has aloe leaf and chamomile extract. This stuff is perfect for the winter months. Right before I put my primer on, I actually just spray this all over my face. I let it sit, I let it dry, then I go on with my primer and then my foundation and then everything thereafter. You can use this as a setting spray. I did use this as a setting spray a couple of times. It doesn't really make like your makeup last longer. To me, I feel like it really didn't do much, but I do love it to hydrate the skin. I will say that it does look very healthy, very glowy when you put this on. But like I said, I didn't like it as a finishing spray, so I don't actually use it as that. I just use it for the extra hydration that I need for my skin. Another skincare product that I picked up is this Trader Joe's 100% organic argan oil. It's a lightweight oil that moisturizes skin, hair, and nails naturally. So you can use this on your hair, on your nails, but I actually use this for my face. I use it along with my other oils that I use on my face for my skincare. I will say that I had been frying French fries one night and some grease had popped out of the pan and it hit me right here in the face. It actually kind of burnt my skin, but not so bad that it was like a 3rd degree or 2nd degree burn, but it was 1st degree because it did burn it and it got like a, you know, one of those burnt scabs on it. And I put this on it like for 2 or 3 days and literally it just softened that scab and it just came off and I have no scar. But I use it every day. I've been using it every day. I use probably about 2 or 3 drops and I really love that it's organic too. So yeah, been loving this. It's very inexpensive at Trader Joe's. It's just a good product to have to add more hydration to the skin, and argan oil is supposed to be really beneficial for your skin anyway. Another oil that I've been loving, I use in my foundation and I also use it on my skin as a primer, and I love it in my foundation. It's very comparable to the Farsali and it smells wonderful. So if you're looking for an inexpensive face oil that you can actually put in your foundation and it's gonna make your foundation look like beautiful on the skin, then go with the Milani Rose Oil. I do have another one and I think it's called Camila Oil or something like that. I don't like that one as much as I like the Rose Oil. So this has really worked for me lately. So another product that I picked up that I've been loving to smooth out like my pores and fine lines is this Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer. It's a base smoothing primer. And so I really love this like for my T-zone, for those areas where I do have problems with pores. And I've really been loving this. It's very smooth on the skin. Now, I will say that I still love my e.l.f. Poreless Primer, but this one I've been picking up a lot lately and I truly love it. It is such a great primer to fill in those pores and smooth some of those fine lines. So really good stuff. So I want to mention a brightener and a concealer. So the first one I want to mention is the Kaja Brightener. This stuff is amazing. When I was sick, I wasn't getting much sleep. I was, you know, up coughing and I did get some dark circles under my eyes, and this stuff really covered them up. I really love this stuff just to brighten the eyes and just give you that wide awake look. It's not one of those eye brighteners that's really emollient where it's just gonna show your fine lines. This stuff really sinks into that under eye, and I just really love it. And the next thing that I've been loving for my under eyes is this MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. I am so surprised that I love this concealer as much as I do, because I initially thought that this concealer was gonna be like too drying for my under eyes, and that it was just gonna look cakey, and it just, when I swatched it, it just didn't look good. So that just goes to show, just because you swatch something doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for any part of your face. It will work differently on your face than it will when you swatch it. Yeah, it's good to swatch stuff, but you really have to try it on to know whether it's gonna work or not. So anyway, I have this in NC40. MAC just had a 25% off sale, and I picked up another one of these, and I think I had to pick up an NC42 because they were out of the NC40, and it is almost like close to this, so I went ahead and just got that one. But anyway, this is the NC40. Been loving it. Goes on smooth, doesn't crease under the eyes. I've been using it pretty much every day, and I'm so glad that it worked for me. I'm gonna leave the eyeshadow products for the end because I have quite a few of those. So I have two blush palettes that I cannot put down. I have been loving these blush palettes, and one of them is the Profusion blush palette, and I think this one is called, there's no name, it just says 6 shade blush palette. That's all it says. These are the shades here. Look at those gorgeous shades, guys. And let me tell you, these are so pigmented, but they blend so beautifully on the cheeks. Between this palette and the next one I've been showing you, I have been using these like crazy. As you can see where I've been actually, I think I've used every single one of them. But the shades in here are absolutely gorgeous, and this would be such a perfect gift for someone because you have some berry shades in here, some peach shades, and some neutral shades as well. So this would be a very nice gift for someone who's just starting out with makeup or who has been using makeup and you just want to give them some variety. This is going to be the palette to get. And not only that, guys, I think I paid like, what, $6 for this palette, and you get 6 blushes. That's $1 a blush. You guys know that I love Profusion. I love all their eyeshadows, and now I'm digging their blushes. So yeah, this is so good. So this next palette I've been using just as much as I've been using the Profusion, and it is the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette by Juvias Place, and it's this palette here. These blushes are very highly pigmented as well. You have to go light-handed with these blushes, but once they're on your cheeks, they look gorgeous. There's a couple blushes in here that I absolutely love and I've been using a lot. And the first one is B. It's like a muted rose. And then the other one is called Sola, and it has like, it's like a fuchsia shimmery shade. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So this blush palette is like one of the best that I've tried in a long time, besides the Profusion. So I've got 2 face products that I want to show you that I just cannot get enough of. One of them is the Givenchy Healthy Glow Powder in the number 4. This has to be my favorite bronzer ever. It has this beautiful bronzy glow look. Look at that. It's just perfect for me. I really love how it goes on. It's not too like streaky. It just melts into the skin and it just gives you that bronze goddess glow. So I've really been loving this bronzer. And then the next face product I want to show you is this Artist Couture Sexpose Diamond Luxe Luminizer. Guys, this is such a beautiful highlight on the skin. It's like that really kind of like wet look. And not only that, it looks like when you swatch it that it has glitter in it, but it's not like harsh glitter. It's, I don't know, it's like shimmer peeking out from behind the highlighter. So I don't know if that makes sense, but this is it right here. Look at that gorgeousness. So pretty. And I will say this, because it has that glitter peeking out, when you do wear it and you wear it out in the sun, you'll see a very beautiful shimmer on your skin. It's just, oh, it's so gorgeous. I love this highlighter. It's just beautiful. Okay, so let's go into eye products really quickly. The first palette that I have been loving, and I cannot put this palette down, it is so good, is the Anastasia Sultry palette. Once again, my friend Jules came through. She bought me this palette for my birthday, and I'm telling you, I can't put it down. I cannot put it down. It is so good. It has beautiful transition colors in here. It's got some beautiful shimmer shades. It's got some beautiful matte shades. It just has it all. And I'm really surprised because I initially thought that this was pretty much a basic palette that I probably already had, and it's so not that. It is so good. So yeah, the Sultry palette, one of my favorites this month. And then another palette that I absolutely love, and I have been using it at the beginning of this month like crazy, is this Makeup Revolution Jewel Collection Deluxe palette. And it looks like this on the outside. It's got this pinkish tone to it. And here's the shades here. And this, guys, this is so beautiful. It's got the perfect like mauve-y shimmer shades, pink shades. It's got even a copper shade in here. It just looks really pretty on the eyes, and it's a very inexpensive palette, and you can do so many looks with this palette. Now, I will say this, the only downfall with this palette is it doesn't really have, to me, it doesn't really have a transition color. It does have this one that may be close to it right here, but it doesn't have a transition color where you can start off with. And I think that one that I pointed to is the only matte shade. And no, actually there's 2 matte shades in the palette. Actually, there's 3 matte shades in the palette. There's this one right here, this pink one, and of course the one that I just showed you, the brown shade. It's like a milk chocolate brown. I mean, if it doesn't bother you to dip into another palette to pick up a transition shade, then I wouldn't worry about it. But you can also use this, guys, without a transition shade. You can just get your finger and place it all over your lid. I'm gonna show you some of these shades, how creamy they are, and how easy it is to just apply them with your finger. When I swatched this in store, I was like, oh man, yes, I gotta have this. But look at that. Look how creamy those are. If you just want that simple monotone look, you can just use any one of these shimmer shades and then just place it all over your lid and blend it out, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is a really beautiful palette. I have 2 more eye brands that I wanna show you. This next one is the Revlon Colorstay Cream Shadows in their Bold Edition, and one is Merlot and one is Cognac, and I'll swatch these for you. Guys, I've used these on my eyelids. Here's Cognac. Look how gorgeous that is. Perfect for the holidays. But let me swatch this for you. Oh, gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, so basically what I do, here's the Cognac. Look how gorgeous that is. It's like this really kind of smoky plum. So what I do is I take this little brush that's actually in here, and then I dab it in there like that. I just put it all over my lid, and then I blend it out. Look at that. The brush actually gives it a little more pigmentation. But these are simply gorgeous. They're so beautiful, and I wear these on their own. I don't even put a transition shade or anything like that. I basically just use that brush, put it on, and then just kind of smoke it out, kind of blend it out in my crease. And I use that one brush for the whole eye look. So here's this one, which is Cognac. And it's a beautiful bronzy shade. I wore this the other day. I love it. It's right here. But these are so easy to use. They're very easily blendable, and they look really beautiful on the eyes. So the last eye product I want to show you are these Marc Jacobs Sequins eye pots. I did a first impressions video recently where I actually used these pots. I actually used one of them. I used Gleam Girl in the video, and Gleam Girl is this shade here. So how I used this in the video was I had put a glitter glue on top of my eyelid and then placed the product on top of there. And it did help adhere it a little bit to the eyelid. Now, I will say I had glitter fall out on my face after I put this on. The problem was that day was that I put my foundation on before I put the eye product on. So what I've been doing is I've actually been putting this eye product on with the glitter glue before I do my foundation, and then if there's any glitter that's fallen out from when I applied it, then I just get a makeup wipe and I wipe my skin or that area where I have the glitter. I was on the fence about these, guys, because of that first video, and now I can't believe that I was thinking of taking them back. These are gorgeous. These look so beautiful on the eye. When the light hits your eye, no matter if it's during the day or if you're somewhere at night where there's like, you know, soft light, your eyelid, it has this beautiful like shimmer and glitter glow to it. It's gorgeous. I am so glad that I tested these out more and that I learned to work with them. They are a little bit harder to work with than most of my glitter pots that I have. And I have quite a few, like from Chanel, I have some from ColourPop, I have different ones, you know, the Kaja brand, but I'm not taking these back because they look so gorgeous on the eye. So if you want to try them, I would suggest that you buy one, try it, and don't put your foundation on till you do your eyes, because you will have fallout, I'm telling you. I've tested it without the glitter glue. I've tested it with the glitter glue. It is better to use a glitter glue and have most of it adhere to your eye than it is to do it without. You will get more intensity if you use your finger. I don't. I use a synthetic brush and I get really good intensity with that. But anyway, these are so good. I hope if you're wanting to try these that you will. You're gonna see how good they look on the eyelid. So that's it for my November favorites. I wanted to mention, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I was sick during mine, but I'm okay now and I've made up for it with other foods. So yeah, I'm so bad. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving holiday, and I'm so glad to see you guys here, and I hope to see you again soon. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.